Hi everyone, this is David Zackos, broker and owner Zackos Realty and Design. And today in this video, I wanted to share some interesting features about Venice that make it special and provide, in my opinion, a really unique value you may not find in other Gulf beachfront communities. If you drive or walk through town, you'll notice its beauty and quaint feel. I often hear that from clients that come down. And Venice is one of just, I think, less than a handful of beachfront cities in Florida that do not have a barrier island. So I wanted to step back, take a few minutes, just dive a little bit deeper into the features that give Venice its character. Venice was settled in the 1870s and it started to boom in the 1920s. John Nolan, a well-known city planner at that time, was hired to develop a master plan for the town. The buildings constructed were required to have a Mediterranean design, and the buildings had to be approved by the Architectural Review Committee. Buildings were built with unique character to match the plan for the city. Prior to John Nolan becoming a city planner, he was actually a landscape architect. So in his design for the city, he incorporated lots of green spaces, lots of parks that are all great features for Venice that add to its character and a unique feel. So one of the great features of Venice, you'll notice that when you visit it, is that many of the best, most desirable areas in the city were kept for public use. Nolan was an orphan growing up, and as a result, he had a place in his heart for children. So there's many parks that were placed in the city design, and almost every single one of those parks has a playground associated with it. When you're visiting, you'll notice often, kids playing in the parks, parents, grandparents hanging out with their children. Right at City Center, which is West Venice Avenue, in addition to the retail districts where you have that unique architectural design and with the buildings, you have a very sought after piece of property called Centennial Park. Centennial Park is in the heart of the city. There's a gazebo there, there's lawns there, there's often activities taking place there. There's a splash pad for kids, lots of stuff taking place. You don't have a high-rise condo, nor will you ever have a high-rise condo right in the city center, right where the Centennial Park is. So it's a perfect place located right in the heart of Venice. If you head west from there, you'll notice that there's a lineal park. Nolan designed this lineal park to lead from city center to something spectacular. Well, he did that in a lot of his designs in his cities. In this particular case, Venice, that lineal park, which is known as Heritage Park, leads from Venice City Center straight down Venice Avenue all the way to Venice Beach. It's only about a quarter-mile walk or so, and I encourage you, if you're in town, you may not even taken the time to do that. You'll go from town, you'll jump in your car and drive to the beach. But what I would say is take your bike, take a walk, and just walk that park, that lineal park, all the way to the beach, and you'll notice historic houses, you'll notice historic trees, you'll notice a lot of history markers that are there giving more details about the character of Venice. So Venice Avenue in the heart of Venice is really the city center. You have a couple streets on either side of that also have commercial district, Tampa, Miami Avenue. Within that couple block of city center, you've got 6 different parks that are walking distance. Hector Park, also called People's Park, is located directly across from the post office and from City Hall Park. The neat thing about this park, it features lighted basketball courts and tennis courts, racquetball, handball, pickleball. It's got playgrounds. It's directly across from City Hall. It's a frequent site of farmers market. All this area is aglow with activity during season. Even after season, you'll see a lot of activities, people using the basketball courts at night and the farmers market on Saturdays morning. 1 block north and south of City Hall Park and Hector Park is Prentice French Park and John Nolan Park. Both of these have walking trails, they have playgrounds, a place where you could take a quarter-mile walk or jog around the track. You can walk your dog, and kids can play on the playgrounds that are there. Directly west of that is Venice Public Beach, which is actually much larger than it first looks. It actually runs all the way from Alhambra on the south side, where there's walking trails, great place to catch sunsets and the waves, and it actually goes all the way to Barcelona on the north. John Nolan believed, again, that the best parts of the city should be free. So in addition to all these parks I just mentioned, just a few short blocks from city center, you've got the library, you've got the community center, you have the Venice Museum, and many other parks with playgrounds. Another special feature about Venice Island that gives it its character, and I think has a lot of value, is that there's a total of 9 oceanfront parks all up and down the coast, from Casperson on the south to South Jetty on the north. You've got Broward Paul Park, South Broward Park, Maxine Barrett Park, the Venice Fishing Pier, Service Club Beach, Venice Beach, Chauncey Howard Park, all within a few miles. You don't have to worry about crowds. Venice Public Beach, of course, is going to be the main beach. People are going to be there, but just a little bit north and south of that, especially Casperson, if you want to go down there, you can just park your car, go out, walk down, and have a very private spot along the beach. Just miles and miles of beach. If you like biking, I also want to mention that in addition to all these parks, there's actually the Venetian Waterway Park. It's 23 miles of uninterrupted multi-use trails. It runs majority of around the entire island, and it's a great place just to get on your bike. I like to get out there in the morning, in the evening, and just ride around, take it easy, and get away from everything. And it's easy to do. All this is available on Venice Island, giving its unique character. Now, you don't have to live on the island to enjoy any of this. It's all free and available to you. All Venice has to offer, Nokomis is only 7 or 8 minutes away. If you live in North Venice, you're 10 to 15 minutes away. If you live in Welland Park, you're 15, 20 minutes away. North Inglewood's 15, 20 minutes away. And, we have families come all the time. As far as Lakewood Ranch, that's 30 to 45 minutes away, but it's a place you can come and get away from the crowds and enjoy historic Venice and all it has to offer. Well, that's all for now. If you have any questions at all about Venice, the other towns that we serve, please feel free to reach out. I appreciate you watching and look forward to speaking with you again soon. All right, take care.